Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future trading. We strongly recommend to stay on a sim as long as needed before you start going live. You're very welcome to follow any of our automated signal as long as you are on a sim. We're not your financial advisor. And you're very welcome to follow any of our trades. There is one thing right now today, if you see from early morning, from European hours until now, the ES is non-stop climbing, and we're about to hit target 2, and it is a little bit the end of the trend long, and now it is 10 o'clock, 2 minutes before 10. And the long trades are not going to be for a very long time. I mean, we have the auto trades are taking long, but here is my problem right now with the long trades. The auto trades are doing what's supposed to do, but we already hit the target 1, and we are fixing to hit the target 2 here. From a technical point of view, it is a little bit overdue to the long side right now, and I'm expecting, the long trade is over if you are auto trading, and now this is my concern right now. Once we hit the target 2, normally those are institutional numbers, and there is not much going on after number 2, and we are already just 10 o'clock in the morning. And another things also, if you notice, there is a 2 yellow line here. Those 2 yellow line, once this market, this is not overbought, oversold indicator. Once this market enter here, this area here, and then, there is a resistance line right between this yellow line. And it is vice versa. If the market is down, you have those 2 yellow lines. This is a dead area. And once you see this market hitting the target 2, there is a profit taking. And actually, technically, this market is finished on the morning session. Maybe that will push it, those wells, they push it to the 46.25. I don't know. But the profit is taken on the target 2. And usually, folks, I know there is a trade. It's not about auto trading. It is about understand where is our limitation in an auto trade. And the limitation on that auto trade right now, you have $500, $600, $700 on the auto trade. You don't recognize that the party is over to the long side, and that can cause a problem on your personal account. So right now, please listen to me. I'm not your enemy. I'm trying to open your eyes to see where you don't see it very often anywhere. If we look here on the target 2, this is a profit taking. Now they might go ahead and push it all the way to the 46.25 because it's an early time to hit the target 2. The target 2 is meant for the daily target before 12 o'clock. This is where the profit taken on the institutional's number. And look at this, guys. And what I had a guy had to say, what is the training? It's all about auto trade. What is the training about auto trade? There is sometimes on an auto trade you have $800 in the profit, and you don't recognize what's going on, and then your $800 in the profit can be smoked out, if you don't recognize what's going on. If today you don't recognize that, and you smoke away half of your profit, $400, $500, If you smoke away on one trade $400 a day, that's $100,000 a year. That's what it is all about. And why do the auto trade use a trailing stop and stop loss? Yes, they do. They do. You know, and if you notice right now, you have 850, and the market broke even to secure some of your profit. Yes. If you use a trailing stop, tight a trailing stop, you would have knocked out of those trades long time ago. You would not get up to $800. If you have the trailing stop little bit slower process, then you can see trades with 800 and 1,000 and 2,000, whatever. If you have your trailing stop based on 5 ticks and 6 ticks, you're not going to see no more than a couple $100 on a trade. Because any bumper to the backward, to the backside, is going to knock you out of that trade. This is an example here. If you notice this morning, I mean, you know, don't look at P&L. Look at this market condition. And this is a nightmare trying to explain to a guy, look at market condition. He keep looking at P&L, dismiss it. Look at this technical chart and look at this technical chart here. You can see how many times this ES keep going back, keep going back, keep going back. So when, even on the 2 minutes, keep going back. So when you're on a 5 ticks or 6 ticks a trailing stop, you would have been out of that ride a long time ago with $100, $150 trade. The reason you are increasing to 800 and 1,000 because you have a slower process on the trailing stop. Now, if we notice here, what we have talked about is the target 2 right on the spot, profit taking, going back to target 1. Technically, this ES today is done. Whether you have optimized, whether you are using a rank bar or you are using a minute or you are using this auto trade or some other auto trade in that matter, we can bring down another auto trade. There is this thing. It's not gonna change the fact. It's not gonna change the fact. You are now smoking out your profit, and this is another one. This is a total different auto trade. And it was like this one here, the one below, $400 to $500 to $850 in the profit. And now you are smoking your profit out. And here it is, if you have the trailing stop tied up, you're not going to see no more than $150, $180 on a trade. You're not going to see $1,000 on a trade. If you have the trailing stop loose and have space between the real price action and you have a little gap between you and the market price, you need to keep your eye on it. You don't just ski and a blindfold and there is a sharks under your feet. So when we are trying to hit a big money or big target, we cannot just sit in looking at the sky, waiting on the dollar to fall out of the sky, and not looking at the technical chart and trying to see where we can maximize our profit and override the auto trade and close our position for today and get it over with. So as we notice here, the ES is going to the target 2, profit taking, pulling back, and that it is, once this market hit profit 2, very rare they hit target 3. The target 3 is for the afternoon. The target 1 and target, go back and look to all our video. The target 1, target 2 is before 12 o'clock. And most of the time they hit it right before 12 o'clock, target 2. Today, now it is 10:07 and is already hit target 2, and I have no clue what they are doing. This ES has been climbing all morning, and maybe they will hit target 3. I'm not sure about that. But the chances you're taking here, if you make more money than $1,000 on that trade, does not mean you are a good trader or your auto trade did well. If, let's say, we are auto trading, technically you should have exit on around $1,000 profit. Let's say if this market keep going and you exit on $1,500 profit, does not mean you are a hero. No. Well, what does that mean? Even if you make $500 more, it's telling me you don't know what you're doing, despite your P&L is more. Because you are not keeping your eye on it. Today you might make $500 more. Tomorrow you might smoke all your profit out, plus some minus in your account. So this is not what I call a hero by a guy yanking the market a little bit farther. You can override the auto trade and start, let's say, if the market start crossing the target 2, and you wanted to see if we can increase the profit, you can take off the auto trade and start getting a closer trailing stop to it. I can respect that because you're trying to secure your profit. So if we notice here, guys, and this is what the question is, really, do I need to learn? Yes, you do need to learn. Here is 1 minute you have $1,000, and 1 minute you have $200, and 1 minute you have a banana, you have nothing. So managing the auto trade, it is important. Yes, you can use tighter stop loss, yes, or a trailing stop, and your average trade is $100, $200. You know, you're not gonna go on a trade for $1,000. Trading is an art. Trading, if a guy colorblind, he don't understand the concept, he will never understand the concept. Trading is an art. Trading is patient. Trading is passion. It's not an ATM machine. An auto trade is not an ATM machine. Never was, never will be an ATM machine. Only if you earn it. Only if you know the tricks. Only if you learn it. But an auto trade is not an ATM machine. It's the opposite direction. If you're not qualified, you will be an ATM machine to the market, not is vice versa. So you will be the guy is losing your account, and you're gonna make a lot of traders happy because they feed on you. You can ignore it, you can deny it. You can have a smart answer for everything. The end of the day, you are the loser. Money talk. So there we go. This is where right now we have, this is a re-entry on the ES, and this is a re-entry on the ES. So there is, for the guys are trading ATR, MACDs, whatever, you know, your indication right now, or Ranker bar, your indication is telling you short. There is no short in here, gentlemen. This is a pullback re-entry long in that area here, 46.18. On the when the market drop, there is another re-entry, 46.16. This is a re-entry number. If you are taking a short trade, yes, you can take a short trade on it. We have a short trade on it. As long as you know what you're doing, yes, you can allow your Ninja Trader to take a short trade. Here's an example. The ES is taking a short trade, and this is a precision auto trade. I just called the re-entry long in here, and I just called the re-entry long in that. You have $450 on that trade. And I said there is a re-entry here and there is a re-entry here. So when I'm auto trading, I got $450. I know the ES is not gonna go farther than 46.16. As you see, we hit the target to profit taking, but does not mean we are on the short position right now. The profit taking in institutional, which we called it for you ahead of time, and this is the re-entry point. Here is the trader call. There is $650 on the reversal here. You can take the 650, and if this market going down to the where I call the re-entry is going to be $1,000 trade, but you cannot go any farther than that. This means there is limitation for that trade, how much you can grab out of it. And there we go. If you notice, this is where we call re-entry. You have $600. If this market decide to drop, you can get $1,000. And if this market decide to go up, you're gonna get a banana on that trade. Whether you are auto trading, manual trading, or anything, you're not gonna get anything out of that trade. Looking at P&L is not healthy. You know, looking at the actual trade, the price action. So when we are auto trading, we keep our eye on this one here, and we try to see how much we can grab out of that trade. Every trade is different, and then how much we can grab out of it. And if we notice here, the translation, what we have talked about, where is the re-entry, and what is the re-entry number 2, and here's the translation on the P&L is right there. Here is the re-entry we called, and this is the re-entry we called, and this is the translation on the auto trade, and there we go. And if this market decide to go to down, that will be a $1,000. If this market is decide to stay as a re-entry at 46.18, get this money and get out. Close your Ninja Trader and leave. You know, you cannot leave the auto trade unattended. When you are auto trading live, you have to have the 1 minute right next to the auto trade to understand what's going on. Not to just, oh golly, I don't know, you know, I didn't make money or I made money. How did you make money? I don't know. How did you lose money? I don't know. What is the price on the ES? I don't know. Okay, was it a plus or minus today? I don't know. Okay, well, when you don't know, you don't know, you don't know, you don't know, don't expect to make money, you know, because this is not a place for a guy to say, golly, I don't know. Yeah. Was it a plus today, the ES? I didn't look at it, Sam. I didn't pay attention to it. Okay. How much was the CL? I don't know. Was it positive? I don't know. Okay. So as we see here, the ES is hanging on this re-entry point as we talked. And the support area, heavy support area is right there. This is what we called as a re-entry. So your auto trade is hanging on between $700 right now. It is your decision to make, or $1,000. Now, if you want to, if you notice where is this one here is a different version, because this one here is the same auto trade, and this is where we teach you how to use the trailing stop and how you want this trailing stop to work. On the other chart, you have seen the trailing stop was very small movement. If we notice here on that chart, the trailing stop is a little bit more aggressive than the previous chart. I don't think so you can do that, but we can try. And there we go. We took the first trade out, and you still have the second trade out. And as we see, like what we expected, there's gonna go to target 1, and then this is the support. So this is the first trade. And you can see the trailing stop is very far away from the price. And this is the only way you can make money on that trade. It's not $160 or $170 per trade. So now here it is coming, we're still on that level. Let's see if this auto trade is going to do the same or is going back. But at least we have secured some of the profit here. I don't know if on TI7 we can take it a little bit down. You know, this way I can respect a guy who want to secure some of his trade and take the, you know, like this, secure it a little bit more. He already nailed money out of that trade, and securing a little bit more, it does not hurt, because it's better than to force exit out. And here is a support area at 46.16. If this market going down, we can drag for another $300-400. If this market turn around, we can close with maximum profit, you know. And if you want to close permanently that trade, you can take this needle all the way down. Or if you want to chase it, you can chase it on the high or on the low high. Depends where you are in the market. You can always control that trade and trying to maximize what you want to do. And on these cases, if you got bored with it, you take it here, right there. If this market gonna go further down, it's fine. If this market want to turn around, because this is a critical area, you have maximized your profit on that one. So here I can respect that, you know, I can respect people getting closer to give a little gap, because now they are ready to exit, to give a little gap and secure some of the profit manually is fine. It doesn't hurt us to use our hands to make money. You know, we're not gonna get our feeling hurt if we got our hand dirty. Nothing wrong with it. You know, I don't know, I get stressed, you know. I was abused when I was a child. I don't like to use my hands. Then don't trade. Leave us alone. Go to Las Vegas. You know, my wife make me do the dishes. Yeah. Do the dishes and trade at the same time. Okay, so there we go here. The market is 46.16. And this one here, I'm gonna take it a little bit up, 46.16.50. I can live with that. Done. There we go. Because there is nothing under that number, you know. There is nothing. There is a heavy support area in here. I don't need to open my mouth looking at the sky when I'm trading live, or I'm trading with real money. Or when you are sitting at home trading, you cannot keep looking at the sky. You need to look at your technical chart and not looking at the P&L. Stay consistent. There is nothing below that number, 46.16. Then we have crossed here. We locked some of the profit. We put the potential where is this market is going to turn around. This is how you need to auto trade. If you're getting stress, get out while you still have some money in your account. This is not a place for a kid. This is not a place for a guy hoping, you know, he will have money to buy, someone provide money for him to buy NinjaTrader license. Somebody will loan him money for system, and someone is going to invest money in him. Why he want to invest money in you if you don't know what you're doing? Because you have an auto trade? He can buy an auto trade and do it himself. He can have a 20 table, 20 different auto trade, and he can have the guy, the woman, she cleans the bathrooms in the morning. He can train her to turn on NinjaTrader and turn on the auto trade, and he don't have to look at our pretty face in the morning. So if this the case is only auto trade and somebody will give me money to auto trade, why this guy doesn't buy 20 computer, put them on a table, and turn on these auto trades in the morning? Why he needs you for? Why he needs you for? You hear constantly those people, I want an auto trade so I can have someone help me with money, you know, trade for him. Yeah, but why he needs you for? To maintain the auto trade. To understand when you see problem in the market, you know how to solve it. Not to just looking at P&L. He knows how to look at P&L without our blessing. So, you know, if you want a guy to give you money, he's not gonna give you money because you know how to turn on an auto trade. He wanna give you money, he wanna invest money with you because you know how to trade, you know how to auto trade, you know how to manage auto trade. You know, any guy from a bodega have a couple of drinks, you can teach him how to turn on an auto trade. Does he write that auto trade? Any guy knows I can teach anyone how to turn on an autopilot. Would you fly with him? No, I would not fly with him. You know, I will buy insurance against him before he fly. So this is reality, and people don't want to hear that. I don't care. And before you ask how much your auto trade make, ask yourself how good you are. Let's see. We don't have anything right now. We're totally out of trades. The 30-year Treasury bond is doing very, very well. On the 30-year Treasury bond, it's doing extremely well. We start testing the 30-year Treasury bond on the precision auto trade. It's doing extremely well. It's very consistent. But at the moment, there is no trades at all. Of course, there is some trades long. And the YM is long, but there is nothing anymore to call a trade. We were estimating that trade. We estimated what is the target to, and there is only small amount of money it's making today, and we have not even hit. There is just a few trades. This is it. There is not much going on. The CL is not. There is not much on the CL. $50, $300. On the Nasdaq, there is small trades. There is nothing magnificent about it. And here is the Nasdaq. It is, you know, it is a small amount of money and has nothing to do with the auto trade. The market is not moving, and because it's done. Once we hit target 2, everything was done. Here is your 30 Treasury bond, got up to 500, and there is not much gone left anymore. The 30-year Treasury bond, the Nasdaq, they're all on a small amount of money, not much going on. A little bit here, a little bit there. You can have your day smoothly. And 400. This is it. That's all what we have for you guys today. There is not much going on. Again, the ES is not gonna go anywhere. This is the support area, and from the support area, it's gonna turn around, and this is a re-entry. This is the re-entry point. A message to everyone, guys. The support is first come, first serve. So if somebody come and he wants something, he gotta wait online like anybody else. It's not gonna be jumping on 4 people ahead to serve one person. So for those guys, be patient. First come, first served on the support. They are very busy. and they will be with you very shortly. They're all in line, and when you need something, they will be with you, but they will be serving the ones before you. Okay, so you gotta be patient. We cannot drop everything just because you need something. Once those customers in front of you are done, they will be with you immediately. That's what they do all day long. So as we see here on the NASDAQ, once you break even, you can start looking at the technical chart and see how to maximize your profit. And you can see now start breaking even on the ES 30-year Treasury bond. Let's keep going on the ES. On the ES, we have 46.25. The Autotrade have it on 46.29. It's not going to see the 29. He's going to see the 28.25. And then I'll take one more here at 46.25. Yeah, the most common question, do I have to do that? No, you don't have to do that. The Autotrade can do everything for you. But if you wanted to be consistent guy, and you are really seriously, you want to be having consistency, you need to start learning how to maximize your profit and protect your profit. No, you don't have to do that. The Autotrade will do that. But also maybe the Autotrade is going to climb to the 46.25 and you have $1,000. If you don't take an action, and maybe this Autotrade or this ES, which we have seen it before, is going to turn around and knock you out with $200 profit. So in order for us to maximize our profit, you need to keep looking at your number. We're not telling you to be a wizard price action trader. No, we're not saying that. What I'm saying is trying to look at your level, fib line, support. Where is this critical area? Target to, the basic. Once you learn the basic, we don't want it to sit down and tell you need to learn how to trade. It doesn't cost you any money. But it is very well to know when you are trading and you have $1,000 in a trade, you have to understand where you need to exit, how to maximize your profit. If you don't want to touch it, if you don't want to touch the Autotrade, and you want to leave on any kind of Autotrade, I don't care how much you optimize it, your profit will drop to 50%. If you get blended with it, if you get mixed with it, if you go work hand to hand with your Autotrade, that is going to double up your profit. And that can bring consistency. When you are trying to Autotrade after Thanksgiving and you don't know what's going on, you're going to lose your pants. You're not going to be buying gifts on Christmas Day. So it is in conjunction with a human Autotrade knowledge and know how to manage Autotrade. You know how to maximize profit on an Autotrade. You know when to start an Autotrade. Is it 9 o'clock today, or is it 9:45 today, or is it 9:30 today? Once you start understand the basic, then you start building consistency and your profit will double up. You can sit down, optimize the rest of your life. You can sit down and buy every single Autotrade out there in the market. If you don't get your hands dirty and if you don't get involved with an Autotrade, you're not going to get anywhere. You can make $1,000 today, tomorrow you're not looking, the market will bite you, will take 1,000 plus. You cannot turn your back on a market. Not where the money is. Anything to do with money, you gotta keep, any place you go, any market you go, any shop you go, you don't get involved, you're not gonna make money, And whether you are a fishing boat, an airline pilot, or you sell banana for a living online, if you don't work, you're not gonna earn it, So here it is, as simple as that. I'm taking 5 minutes break. Here's those line. I want you to start looking at the ES. Let's move this one here. I want you to look at the ES and trying to predict. That's how you learn. I want you to try to predict where is this ES going. You don't need anyone to teach you how to. Just trying to predict where the ES going, trying to guess. We have explained to you today the target 2 and never did get out of the target 2. If those guys decide to push this market, it will be the max 46.28 today. If decided to drop it, now it start getting heavier and heavier on the support line. So going short is out of a question. Going short is out of a question. Pullback re-entry 46.21. Pullback re-entry 46.1850. Those are a re-entry point long. Target 2 46.23. 46.26, 46.28, and that's the end of the story on the ES. You can optimize, you can bamboo the auto trade, you can do whatever it is. It's not going to change the fact. Where is going the ES? Where is the pullback? It's not going to change anything on the ES. Whether you are using a rank bar, a range bar, and the minutes, it's not going to change the fact where is this ES going. So optimizing by itself is not just magic. Optimizing is just telling you what is most likely your trailing stop and your stop loss and your daily target. So as we see right now, we are climbing a little bit at the time. Problem on target 2. The whole market is holding for target 2. Once we see the ES crossing target 2 and start climbing to the 46.25, we're going to see the NASDAQ and the YM going up in the air with the ES. As long as the ES having a problem, the other two, they're going to sit on the side waiting on the ES to start making the first move. So we will take 5 minutes and we'll proceed. Thank you. Okay, guys, it was a beautiful day. Thank you very much for today. Everything is perfect. We're done for today, and we will see you another. I mean, despite all the at the beginning was already the ES hit the daily target. We managed even to take the short trade, and we managed very well on the short trade. I want to say thank you very much. God bless you, and see you on Thursday.